explosive growth of the Delta variant is driving up COVID cases across the nation. The CDC's latest data shows the rate of transmission accelerating in most counties. Areas in red on this map indicate the highest levels of infection. Low vaccination rates have also fueled the surge, and today we saw the first announcements of vaccine mandates. The Department of Veterans Affairs is the first federal agency to require frontline healthcare workers to receive the vaccine. California will now require all state employees and on-site public and private healthcare workers to be vaccinated or face at least weekly testing. And New York City today announced the same rule for all municipal employees. Both New York City's mayor and California's governor say these requirements are the key to protecting hard-won gains.
We don't want to wait till we're overwhelmed in our ICUs. We don't want to wait till thousands and thousands of more Californians die of a virus where they simply could save their lives by getting a simple vaccine shot.
This is about our recovery. This is about what we need to do to bring back New York City.
Tonight, Politico reports the Justice Department says federal law doesn't stop private businesses or public agencies from mandating COVID vaccines. Politico also reports White House officials are considering whether to recommend that states and communities with low vaccination rates reimpose mask mandates, particularly indoors. The administration is keeping in place restrictions on international travel into the U.S.
The more transmissible Delta variant is spreading both here and around the world. Driven by the Delta variant, cases are rising here at home, particularly among those who are unvaccinated, and appear likely to continue in the weeks ahead.
There are also new developments in another story that we've been following. Trump ally and former inaugural chairman Tom Barrack appeared in federal court today, where he pleaded not guilty to charges that he secretly lobbied the United States on behalf of the United Arab Emirates. He was arrested last Tuesday in Los Angeles and was released on bail on Friday on a staggering $250 million bond. With that, let's bring in our leadoff guest on this Monday night, Peter Baker, the veteran journalist and author. He is chief White House correspondent for the New York Times. Yamichel Sindor, White House correspondent for PBS NewsHour and moderator of Washington Week, also on PBS. And Chuck Rosenberg, a Justice Department veteran, former U.S. attorney, and a former senior FBI official. He is also host of the MSNBC podcast, The Oath. Good to have you all here on Monday night. Peter Baker, as this first hearing of the January 6th committee gets underway tomorrow, what are you going to be watching for, listening for?
Well, I think the dynamics of seeing a committee with, of course, 7 Democrats and 2 Republicans not chosen by the Republican leadership will be the dominant, favorite in watching. We'll be watching the body language. We'll be watching how they conduct themselves. We'll be watching how the Republicans work in concert with the Democrats or not, as the case may be. Obviously, by bringing in the police officers to testify at the beginning, they're establishing the seriousness of the issue, right? Kind of puncture the mythology that some Republicans are trying to create, that this was really just a protest that got a little out of hand, that this really not that different than a normal tourist occasion at the White House, at the Capitol, and so forth. But I think all eyes are going to be on Liz Cheney and Adam Kinzinger to see how they fit into this committee and what that means for the future of a consensus view of what happened rather than a partisan show for the cameras.
What is